Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? And welcome to the Wrestling Wire. I am your host, Ron Emerson, and with me, as always, somewhere,
Is
producer.
his co-host David Estacado here. Welcome back to another rounding episode of the Wrestling Wire with Ron and I
Man,
here
how are
live.
you doing?
Can't complain. Can't complain. Just hanging out, chilling.
It,
Been
I don't think it does any good to complain, honestly.
Nah, nobody
You're,
listens.
you're exactly. You're a guy. Nobody listens. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Uh, anyway, just bottle it up. Um, that's
Mm.
that's what we tell everybody. Um, At least that's what, I tell people. I bottle it up. I don't say anything. It's not worth it.
Therapy works wonders, everyone.
Yes, therapy does work wonders. I think I had that conversation actually, and actually talking to a pastor or priest or whatever also helps. I actually admitted to that the other night after we'll get into wrestling in just a minute, guys. Hold on a second. I got to tell David this because I haven't talked to him in a couple days. So I'm fixing some stuff at the church last night after service, right? I had to replace 17 lights inside of the chandeliers. No big deal. Um, a ladder, two people got to hold it, and they send the little guy, the smaller one, up the ladder. It's easy for me, and I'm on a ladder all day, every day anyway. So I'm very comfortable on a ladder. Doesn't bother me. And I looked right behind him. I was like, he had said something, and I don't remember what it was about sin or whatever. And I'm like, I sin every day, all day. And he was like, he kind of looked at me, kind of perplexed, and he goes, "What do you mean?" And I smiled. I said, "There, that was a sin. I lied. I smiled. It was fake." I said, "Okay." I said, "I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm good. Those are all lies. I lied 24/7. That's the truth. That's it." And he was like, "This is weird." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. My bad." But that's you don't want to burden people. You don't want to sit there and tell somebody something that's going to make them feel bad. That's not what it's about. It's you just don't want to do it, so you don't do it, and that's all it is. You just want to smile and be like, "Yeah, I'm good to go. Let's keep going. Let's keep doing what we're doing." Exactly. And it just makes the day continue on. And the next day you do the same thing over and over and over again. It's just a repetitive repeating cycle, a never ending cycle of telling everybody I'm okay. That's that's a guy thing. Yeah,
Like I said, that's why I said therapy works. Therapy works.
perhaps it does. I'm sure it does. I don't know. I probably should check into it. But right now, like going to church is my therapy. I'm not even gonna come close to denying it. Um, there was a question asked on TikTok earlier today, and I answered it saying the only time I'm remotely calm or even at peace is when I'm at church, and that's it. And the times when I'm the happiest is actually when I have my kids. Other than that, life is lifing, and lifing is a sandpaper toy. Yes, that's what that is. So, and
Oh,
as you can tell, I'm trying to be very politically correct about this. So
yeah, yeah.
I am trying to be nice about it. I've got to do I've got to do some serious work between now and Saturday because Saturday is going to be a long day, but it's going to be an awesome day, and I can't
Yeah,
wait to
you
talk
have
about
you,
it.
you have a show this weekend.
Yes, I do. And I cannot wait to talk about it. And we're going to be talking about it a little bit later on. We are going to go ahead and send an invite out to our good buddy and see if he's going to join us on air. Interesting. I have a new message request from a Facebook user. Those are normally spam and scam, but we'll see what happens.
Usually,
I get so many awful ones, dude. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand on TikTok as well. I am getting a boatload of just random people messaging me, and I have no clue who it is. So I don't. like I don't know you. I really don't want to have a conversation with you. But I don't try to be rude. I just try to say, hey, what? What do you want? What is this? What's up? And go from there. I just don't try to get locked into anybody's conversation or drama or whatever. And there's some things I'll tell people, and there's a lot of things I won't tell people. Like I'm not going to tell people everything that's going on in my world. Two reasons. Number one, nobody wants to hear it really, and number two, because if you give too much of the pie away, you have nothing for yourself. If that makes sense. If you give too much of what's going on away, or everything gets attacked and pickpocketed and picked over. So it's just not a beneficial thing. But anyway, so let's talk about Monday Night Raw, man. WWE has been under the scrutiny microscope a bit because of the upcoming changes with ESPN being involved.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Are they saying that you have to buy? I haven't done my research entirely into the ESPN deal. Do you have to buy the pay-per-view through ESPN for $30, or is it included in an ESPN package?
That was my question too. I thought it was going to be part of a ESPN package. At least that's what they made it sound like.
Right. So if that's the case, believe it or not, folks, you probably already have it. Number one, your cable provider also is locked into it. I just got an email today talking about from Spectrum saying, "Oh, you're already signed up for ESPN because you're paying for the service." Oh, cool. Then I've got Disney. Disney has an ESPN package as well, so you can get all this stuff without having to do anything extra. I don't see the problem yet, but that's me. Now I know Evolve is on Hulu. There was this big breakout showing all these different cool and or Tubi has some wrestling program on it, and this one's got some, and that one's got some. Okay, you're gonna know what happens anyway because everything's leaked online.
Yeah.
Most people are not gonna sit there and watch every single wrestling program all week long. Most people are not going to invest 7 days a week into wrestling. I can't. I don't know about you, but I can't do it. What about you?
I try to listen to stuff in the background, especially during work between breaks. So
Right.
try to
Now,
catch up,
I do. Well, the other morning I was driving to work and I had Raw playing over the speaker in the van, so I could hear what was happening. I already knew what had happened because I caught, some of it live time. I fell asleep, whatever. It's Monday night. But this is how I catch up with everything. Listen to it, and if I'll go back and watch some things or whatever, I'll try to recap. That's a lot of content to watch in a week.
Yeah, because it's WWE, AEW, TNA. There's a lot.
You
There's
got it's getting bigger now. You got AAA and all these other ones as well. You've got the Monday Night Raw, Tuesday night NXT, Wednesday night AEW Dynamite, Thursday night right now TNA, Friday night SmackDown, Friday night AEW Collision or whatever. One's on Friday and one's on Saturday, I think. Maybe. I don't know if they're still doing all that. But that's a lot. Now add AAA and Evolve and LFG and all this other stuff. It's huge. WWE almost has everything covered.
Yeah.
From the indie leagues to WrestleMania PLEs. You have reality TV shows with couples and families and all that. WWE Unreal was just that, freaking unreal. It was amazing. I don't know if you've watched any of it. There's 5 episodes already for the first. Beautiful work. I loved it. it felt like, to give the fans if you've never been there, that's exactly what it feels like being backstage at a wrestling show, even on the independent level. It feels the exact same way. It was a very, very familiar thing. My brother and I were having a conversation about it. My brother loves Ric Flair. Okay, let me go ahead and start by saying my brother is probably, he's in his mid-50s. Okay, I'm the youngest of the family, but we were talking about Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes and Hogan and all these cats from back in the day. And he said, yeah, I noticed that this was on Unreal and this was backstage and, seeing Michael Hayes and doing this stuff. And I'm like, that is exactly what I deal with at an indie show. He was like, what do you mean? I said, being backstage, watching time, I'm like, everybody's doing this. Like, y'all don't get it. Like, the referees are helping with time backstage. The ring announcer is, if I'm staying out front, that's one thing. But most of the time, I go backstage during the show. While the matches are happening, I'm not out front because I don't need to be a distraction. I need to be out of the way. So I'm backstage and whether it's, helping produce something, somebody asking you about a spot, somebody asking you about this, somebody asking you about that, whatever, you're just trying to keep the show going. And it's everybody, all hands are into it. From the ring crew to the people who own the company, everybody's involved and everybody's working together.
Yep.
And
it's all the smaller pieces that make the whole better at work.
Right. If I took a crumb off of this napkin, for example, I'm just using this as an example. There's a crumb on this napkin. It might be a piece of pepper, but anyway, there's a crumb on this napkin. It means nothing of significance when you see the crumb. You don't know what it was from. You don't know nothing about it. But when all them crumbs together becomes something, and it turns out that it's a crumb cake or a coffee cake or a pie, now it's a beautiful piece of art. That's why that wrestling ring is called a canvas, folks, because it's art. Bam. I like that one. I seen that online. I seen that online. Yeah, I saw it online earlier today. I was like, that's spectacular. I love that. We got our buddy backstage. He is going to be joining us very shortly to talk about the upcoming show this weekend. But big congratulations. We wanted to talk about Naomi and Big Jim. I guess Big Jim introduced Naomi to Slim Jim, and then now we're going to have Little Jimmy in 9 months. Is that what I got out of this?
Yeah. Congratulations to her.
How fitting was it that she laid the belt down on Jim, on the Slim Jim logo? She laid the belt across Jim.
You're terrible. Terrible.
I thought it was funny. It was great. Absolutely. And I cannot believe, people are being, kind of weird about, hey, when did it happen? This and that. No, dude, it does. She's 7 weeks pregnant. She didn't know she was pregnant when she was at SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. It's not like they have weekly drug testing for, piss and blood tests every week.
Yeah.
That crap is expensive, folks. If you didn't know, P test is one thing, blood test is more expensive, and then hair's the most expensive one. Yeah. Most companies don't charge for a hair drug test, just so you know. They don't pay for that. But congratulations to them. There was an awesome match with Io Sky. That was fantastic. I am very surprised that they had Becky Lynch defeating Natalya. Mm-hmm. If it was a championship match, okay. But without that, title, I really think you could have put Natty over to bring her into the fold because Natty taking. I believe Natalia is ready to be a champion again in the E. That's just me. Um, so that's where I'm at with that. Um, yeah, Nikki Bella coming out. I don't care about the whole Nikki Bella angle. Um, I don't I don't know what it's going to result in. I I don't want to say I don't care. Anytime a Hall of Famer, I'm not going to say legend, that's a stupid word for this scenario.
Mm.
Anytime a Hall of Famer comes back to put over new talent, I'm gold. That's cool. But if you're coming out just to do just to get a strap and leave, doesn't
Yeah.
make much sense to me.
Yeah.
And then Uso beating Breaker, yes, that was well
That
deserved.
was
That
an
was
awesome match. Yeah.
Extreme Rules in Philly coming out dressed up. I think like New Jack. He was dressed up like New Jack, dude. Like ode to New Jack. There was so much to it. There was just a lot of good stuff about that. I really loved it. Oh, the Paul Heyman segment in the beginning was
Oh,
fantastic.
fantastic.
That
Great.
was
As
amazing.
always, Paul Heyman always kills it every single time he's
Well,
out there.
Paul Heyman is the GOAT when it comes to managers. I don't care what anybody's argument is because there isn't an argument valid. Paul Heyman is the GOAT. Um,
No argument here.
NXT is moving along really, really well right now. They had a Philadelphia street fight with Briggs and Inamura. Briggs won that one. Here's the thing. They're gonna have some rough looking matches in NXT, but you gotta know that you're also gonna see some amazing things come out of that show.
Yeah.
Ricky Saints and Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy is relatively new, already making waves, but Ricky Saints isn't established. I'm loving it. Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe getting into it. I'm fine with this. I'm just kind of weirded out about the end game because I feel like bringing in Blake to lose to Jordan when it was a big deal that Jordan got signed isn't the best thing for building up Blake Monroe. When we all know Blake Monroe came from AEW.
Yeah.
And she was just AEW's women's world champion. Like we're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna have her go over and build that heel character up, that's great. But heel with the women's champion, for NXT, with JC Jane, there's a lot to it. How are you going to do that? I think she may be. I don't think there's a mid card NXT. There isn't a mid card NXT women's title. So, oh yeah, there is the North American, the women's North American title. That's right. So there's potentially something there.
I mean, that's what they could be pushing for or towards.
Potentially. Chelsea Green coming out in NXT. That's money. I like Chelsea Green anyway. Is she the best wrestler? No. Is she the best on the microphone? No. But is she a character that you love to hate? Like, she doesn't have go home and get out heat. She's just got, I love to hate her heat. You know what I'm saying? It's good. She's a great character. I think she's one of the best characters in the women's division across the board. And she's tough as nails. And we know that from her matches with Penta back in Lucha Underground. Yeah. We know that woman's hard as nails.
Hell so
yeah. I'm fine with Chelsea Green. So I thought that whole segment, the peace deal, was hilarious. Javon Evans, Trick Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear ever again, what are you doing this for? It can never happen. That wrestling ring on Tuesday night on the CW network, a nationally televised channel, had two Carolina boys in it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay? I don't want to hear that. No, I don't want to hear that. I got a picture on my phone of Javon Evans that I took with a few of my friends at WrestleCade last year. I still got this picture on my phone.
Yeah, and that match was just great, and just we finally got it. Our boy is number one contender.
Yes, and him versus Oba, I don't know how they're gonna spin this. It's gonna have to be something wild and wonky, but it's potentially, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a good match. I feel like they're going to put the strap on him and pull Oba up. I think they're going to move Oba to the main roster. I could be wrong.
That could be. I think that's what we've been saying for a while, is that this kid's gonna get a run. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get his chance, and I think this is it. I think that's where it's gonna happen too.
Yes.
But just an awesome match, and to see that with Trick Williams and him just going at it was just fantastic.
Dude, it was solid. Like I say, Carolina Boys main event on national television. Don't tell me this crap can't happen. I remember meeting Javon a year and a half ago, whatever it was. First time probably 2 years ago. Great kid, solid work. I was like, dude, this kid is awesome. I had never seen him in person before. I'd only seen like clips and highlights and whatever. So I knew he was popular. I didn't know how good he was until I saw him. Then I knew how great he was. It was awesome. But yeah, definitely that. We got SmackDown coming up on Friday night. John Cena's coming back. The Motor City Machine Guns look to they're going to be talking to Carmelo and The Miz. Then R-Truth and Aleister Black again is what we're getting. So that's what we've got announced for SmackDown so far. Dude, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on AEW. I am going to go ahead and say that AEW doing their stuff with Edge and Christian, Cope and Christian, whatever, Cage and Copeland. I don't know what they're going to do. But this is heading to them two versus FTR.
Yep.
And this is going to be a solid matchup. And everybody knows it. And if you didn't know it, before Edge returned to the ring in the WWE, he was wrestling with FTR.
Yep.
In North Carolina in a private building. That is fact. When FTR came to Spartanburg Auditorium, I'm pointing that way because guess what? It's like right there. It's that way. About 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. When they were here, all of a sudden, some hooded dude walked into the backstage area. Guess who it is? Copeland. It was Adam Copeland. He drove from his house and showed up here to support his friends back then. Now, what's going on with the match? I have no idea how this is going to go. Don't know. Copeland's deal is up in October.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Jericho's deal is up any minute now. Moxley's deal is up very shortly.
So do you think they're going to be renewing that contract, staying, or you think they might be leaving?
I think Jericho's leaving. I don't know what else Jericho can do in AEW at this point. Moxley has been pretty much on top of the company since he got there. Most time world champion in the company. and for all intents and purposes, longest reigns of anybody in the company. Um, I I don't know. I'd love to. I wouldn't mind seeing any of those guys back in
That'd be a crazy surprise. It would. It really would.
right.
Uh,
And I don't want to say never because you're getting ready to get the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys in a match. Like Devon's supposed to be retired, bro. Like
yeah,
his back or neck or something's destroyed or all of it, and he was supposed to be retired, but they're gonna have a match. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen. I am interested to see it, and I'll go that way.
yeah, because like you got a couple of PLEs coming up. You got Clash in Paris. You got the next one, Heat Wave, which we already talked about. The match with Javon Evans is probably going to be one of the big ones. You already mentioned Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. I don't know. I feel like this month is going to be pretty solid.
Right.
And Clash in Paris on the 31st. So
Yes. Yeah. There's so much going on. Like I said, we haven't figured out a lot about which provider and who's carrying what and what it's going to cost. We haven't heard any of that stuff, but
well, I mean, I think it's still going to be on Peacock and Netflix. I believe.
well, ESPN is picking up the live PLEs. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Now, Saturday night's main event is still going to be on Peacock, from what I
Yeah.
understand. But it is all it is what it is, man. It's going to be a show. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump ship. We're going to jump the shark, and we're going to talk about this weekend's Bigfoot
Big show.
Festival. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Bigfoot Festival, the final Footprint wrestling show from USA Main Event. Welcome to the show, our guest, Scotty Brooks.
Welcome,
What's
Scotty.
up? How we doing? How we doing?
How we doing?
What is happening,
I
man?
can tell. Not much, man. Just out here in the beautiful mountains of North Carolina. I was out here for a second looking for Bigfoot. Can't find him. He's a little shy. You know, he's a little shy. But anyways, yeah, there we are. There's that beautiful poster. I gotta give a shout out to my guy. Oh my God, Will Trotter. Will Trotter makes all these posters for the Marion shows, and man, if you want some really good work done, man, Will Trotter's your guy to go to. I know Lazarus Black does some good stuff too. So can't say anything negative about that. And
He says what's up.
Lazarus,
Look at that.
Lazarus,
Right
is doing some great, Lazarus is doing some great work. So Will and Lazarus, if you're looking for somebody to go do some great work, get those guys to do some work for you.
Yep. Laz just chimed in. How's it going, man? Dude, so we know the main event is Scotty Brooks, Frankie Kazarian, no DQ, falls count anywhere.
Yep.
What else is happening at this
man.
show?
Let's see. Kay Omari is going to be in action against Mason Allen and Tommy Kajango in a triple threat match. We've got the ping pong master, Waylon Mays, versus superstar Mickey Richards.
That's going to be a fun one.
Whiskey Business will be taking on none other than the Allen brothers themselves. Sean Cruz will be wrestling for the USA Main Event world title against Roosevelt. Now that match is probably going to be no, I'm sorry, that's D'Angelo. Sean Cruz will be taking on the Dante Khalifa.
Okay.
And then you've got myself versus none other than the king of TNA himself, Frankie Kazarian, in a no disqualification Falls Count Anywhere match.
All right.
That's
All right.
gonna be dope. That sounds like a stack card. Yeah.
Yeah. So D'Angelo is going against who?
Roosevelt. You might
Roosevelt.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might remember him as Victor Andrews.
Victor Andrews.
Victor Andrews, Mr. Everything. Roosevelt.
Yes.
I finally no. Thank you. I finally get to work a show with that man. I have not gotten to in the entire time I've known him for 2 years. I have not gotten to work a show with him. He's been on this podcast. I am
One of
now.
one of the most
Yes.
professional people I've ever been in a locker room with.
Is there a Crunch Fitness up there? Because I may have to get a workout in with Mr. Everything, but he might kill me.
Oh yeah. It would be rough. It would be worth it though.
Yes, it would. Pain is what he's serving that night to D'Angelo. And D'Angelo's one hell of a wrestler. That's one that this card is stacked from top to bottom. Any show, any match could steal the show. You're a $10 ticket. I'm looking at all these others. I'm sitting there going, this is by far one of the best tickets in town.
Oh,
there's a couple of others running down the street. One's got, I'm going to give a little bit of love to a guy that's running in the next county over, and they're bringing Rhino in and Beer City Bruiser. Those guys. But I'm telling you, if you really want to see good wrestling, not saying they're not going to give you good wrestling, but if you want to see the best of the best in the Carolinas, come see this card right here with USA Main Event Wrestling.
Yes.
This is huge. You've got Sean Cruz. You've got the Dante Khalifa. You've got D'Angelo. You've got Roosevelt, Scotty Brooks, Frankie Kazarian, Mickey Richards.
Yeah.
The Allen brothers are going to be in the house. Whiskey Business in the house. K.O. Mari. You're talking about
Tommy Django.
Tommy Django. Yep. Tommy Django. Yep.
Yeah, Tommy Django. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tommy.
Another person I have been around since day one in wrestling is Tommy Django.
Yeah, Tommy's awesome, man. I mean, listen, the work that these guys are doing is fantastic. It's it's light years ahead of a lot of places. Not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but man, these guys are obviously on top for a reason, and it's because everybody knows what they're doing in the ring. I can't wait. I want to be a fan for a little bit and watch some of these things.
Right. Laz says, one of the few times I wish I wasn't already booked. I want to see this show. Right.
Yeah.
And then, further, a little further away in the state, you've got a benefit happening for a good friend of ours, Scott Larson, is happening on same day.
Yeah. Yes. I hope everything goes well for you, Scott. Think the world of you. I know you don't. I know there's some stuff that's been crossed up in the past, but Scott, love you. Hope everything turns out well for you, my friend.
Yes. Very well said, dude. Very well said. There's a lot of shows running this weekend. And we know it. And a lot of shows running every weekend. But see, our day, my day, and Scotty's day doesn't start at the Final Footprint at 7 p.m. Our day actually starts much, much earlier because we have a meet and greet going on and the unveiling of a new cigar at the Marion Cigar Shop.
Okay.
In Logan.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't the Wrestling Wire going to be live that day too?
I completely forgot about that. The Wrestling Wire is going to be getting broadcasted live on site from Marion Cigar Shop.
Nice.
When I get off air tonight, which is why the show is going really, 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 really fast, I'm breaking down parts and pieces to throw in the travel bag to get ready.
Well, we appreciate it, Ron, Mr. Emerson. You're one of the best at what you do. You too, Dave, and you guys do amazing stuff. Dave, if you want to join us via Zoom, we would love to have you on there, man.
I am going to be nearby. I'm going to be like 2 hours away. I'm going to be in Burlington for a gig, actually. I'm finishing up filming.
I was saying, oh, you're going to be filming. That's right. I heard you say last night you had a movie gig.
Yeah.
You suck.
Gotcha.
I know.
Man, it is what it is. It's
Congratulations,
just timing,
brother.
dude.
Congratulations.
It is timing. Most definitely. Hey, Luke Childers chiming in, man. How are you doing? Great to see you. And it was good to see you on the WrestleCast podcast with Cowboy Bobby Lee earlier.
Yes. Always great
Yep.
to see you. Hey,
Yep.
if you didn't get a chance to check out the episode from Tuesday,
I listened.
where I was on there, go back. There's some interesting things on there.
Yes, there was definitely some interesting things on there. I listened for about. I had it on, and then I think I fell asleep. I don't remember.
So you're saying I'm boring?
No, I was up at 3 on Tuesday morning because I was in the
I
gym
was
at
up
4
at
o'clock.
3, and I was at. No, you're saying I'm boring, and I'm not entertaining enough in order to keep Ron Emerson's freaking attention.
Who's this guy talking?
I
forgot who he was.
What show am I on again? What
Yeah.
show am I on?
The Wrestling Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, David. You are a gentleman and a scholar, David.
That hurt someone's feelings segment was one for the books.
I'm just going to leave that at that. I'm not even going to say anything.
Oh no. Jeez. So man, that sounds like a stacked up card. I'm really excited for this Saturday, man.
Yeah,
what time
I'm sorry
are we?
I can't be there. It's gonna be great.
It's going.
What time?
And then you got the Bigfoot Festival itself starts at 10 o'clock that morning, all over Main Street of Marion, North Carolina. There will be 60 to 70,000 people there in attendance for that. Over 300 to 400 vendors will be in attendance. There'll be a Bigfoot calling contest. There's going to be so many different things going on that day. There's going to be a Bigfoot costume contest. You might see some of your favorite wrestlers from TNA and AEW walking the streets. I will say that. I know for a fact there will be maybe one or two of those walking around.
Nice.
Wow. That is insane. So it looks like a great card. It's gonna be a heck of a show. It's gonna be a heck of a day. I am genuinely excited, man. This says a lot of things don't pique my interest anymore. This got my attention. Let's just put it that way. The opportunity to do a cigar unveiling with a good friend, Scotty, and a guy who owns a cigar company in Frankie, and at a new location for a cigar shop. Amazing.
And just I have been told by the owners of the shop, I can tell what it is. It is the Marion Cigar Shop's Bigfoot cigar.
Okay.
So I'm allowed to tell you that. Yes, I will say that I got to smoke it. It was
nice.
Very good. It was actually, not going to lie. Sometimes when there are some of these people that give you something, you're like, this is actually a really good cigar. And I'm telling you, I had a blast smoking it. It's very well balanced. Lots of a very earthy / leathery taste, which is one of those desired flavors in a cigar. So, and a very well mild medium. It's not going to kick your butt. It's going to be very, Ron, I'm telling you, you and Frankie and everybody else is in for a treat whenever they try this cigar.
I'm excited.
Don't forget to grab me one, Ron. Bring me one.
And I will say this: we will be joined. Whiskey Business, Braden Marshall of Whiskey Business, might be making an appearance there, and a couple of other guys that are on the card might be making an appearance while they're if they get there in time.
Yeah, hey, I'm not going to tell nobody no. We will figure out the logistics because, if I got to zoom the camera out, I'll zoom the camera out as best I can. If I got to set up another microphone.
Ron, this is mine and Frankie's time. They're not getting on camera. I'm just saying they're going to be there.
Well, hey, look.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sure Frankie is not going to want to sit for over an hour with a cigar and a camera in his face.
Probably not. We're going to try to wrap it up. We're going to give them their They're just new. We're gonna debut the cigar. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. We're gonna enjoy we're gonna enjoy some good as they say at church, food and fellowship and cigars. And then, we've also got a ring to set up later that day. We've got a seminar going on that night or that afternoon with Frankie Kazarian himself from 3 to 5. If I'm not mistaken, that is sold out.
Wow.
So,
That's fantastic.
So listen, guys, I'm telling you this. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Frankie Kazarian's in for a fight also. And, he told me, not long ago through some friends of mine that if I was going to use him as a stepping stone to get there, I'd better step hard. Well, Frankie, you're going to feel how hard I can step that night whenever my foot goes up your ass so far that every time I tie my boots for a wrestling match, I'm going to tie them out your damn nose.
Damn.
Well, I was going to say you're going to use the laces to floss his teeth. I got it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not worried about. Listen, I don't care about TNA contract. I don't care about any. It became personal. Oh, he's in his pool in his hot tub. He doesn't even have to look at the camera. People think I'm cocky. What a son of a bitch. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my. Oh my.
I'm going to smack the what out of Frankie Kazarian. I'm going to say what you can if it's TV 14. You can't ever say the S word and a couple others. But Frankie Kazarian's going to be lucky if he walks out of that building that night.
So you're ready. You're prepared. This has been building up for quite some time now.
I'm in the best shape I've been in the last year and a half since this match was since the very first match was talked about being made. I'm in the best shape of my life. I look amazing. I feel amazing. I almost feel like I am half man, half amazing here.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, buddy. So we're going to catch the comments, then we're going to run down all the indie shows, and I will see you this weekend, and so will all this audience.
Yeah, man. Catch me after you get off the air. There is a little tidbit that I think you should know about.
Okay.
And we got some. From what I'm hearing, this is a show you definitely want to be at because I'm hearing there might be some surprises.
Ooh.
Oh no. Okay. I'm always down with the surprises.
All right, guys.
Luke Childers asked if y'all are going to be able to walk around the festival. If so, swing by and see me. I will do the best I can to hit you up and let you know when I get into town. I'm leaving like 9, 10 in the morning, somewhere in there. I've got like one errand to run Saturday morning before I head up. No, I do. All right, I got to go get coffee. I got to go get coffee beans for my house for the next 2 weeks. Legit.
Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Got to have your coffee. Got to have your bean juice.
Yes.
Hey, that's some good bean juice.
I'm not going to disagree. I like it too.
Yeah. But I buy beans from the local coffee shop, and I get a pound every 2 weeks. And it's perfect. So
somebody might be addicted.
I mean, I'm not smoking it, so there's that. That's a win.
Yeah, that is a win.
See?
What else? Let's see some of the other comments here.
All right. And next time I'm on a show with Scotty or get a chance to hang out with Ron, I'll have to bring the cigars I smoked when I got them. These things are gorgeous. Sounds good to me. Cody Purist chiming in. What's up, Cody? Holy hell, an original boot up the comment. I didn't think those existed anymore. Yes. Apparently, we can still come up with original stuff.
Who knew?
Yeah. God forbid you do something original and people like it and then use it. And as long as they don't butcher it, we don't mind. I don't mind as long as you don't butcher it. But when you butcher something we originally created, bless yourself. Okay. So.
No, the southern. the Southern just came out in Ron.
Bless.
Well,
Let's see him.
what would I have said 9 months ago? I wouldn't have said, go bless yourself. There you go. So,
I'm not saying anything negative, Ron. I'm just saying you're becoming Southern.
no, I'm just trying not to cuss on air.
Sorry, now you got me feeling bad. Am I going to be fined now for what I
No,
said?
I haven't fined anybody.
God.
My buddy
Don't
from
make me
PA
try
comes onto the round table. I don't complain about what anybody else says. I'm me trying to do me.
I feel like, I need to turn this into something like the DX State of the Union address. From the hours of 8 to 8:30, Ron will not say these words. Whenever Scotty Brooks is on, all bets are off.
No, it's just a me thing. It's just a me thing.
I'm
Because
just kidding,
apparently
Ron.
I caught a really bad image and
Yeah, no, I got you. Listen, I think
Will do.
I'm making jokes, but I actually commend it, and I'm actually on my way. Not, just 2 or 3 months ago, I would have said some even worse words. So, I'm with you, dude. I'm kind of on the same track, if you get what I'm saying.
Right. Trying to improve life. I get it.
Yeah.
Luke, I definitely will get in town. I'll let you know where I'm at. Because you may get freed up. I may get freed up. Neither one of us might get freed up. I don't know, but I will do my best to see you and your mom at minimum while I'm there. Okay.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Lord, I need to be there for that.
Yes. That's fine. And Scotty, if I didn't get fined on this show, you're safe. Yes, Laz.
True.
I never said word one to Laz. I never said, hey, you can't do this. The only
But why give me the guilt trip?
Dad.
Yeah.
I didn't give you the guilt trip.
You just gave me the guilt trip, Ron.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm questioning whether you're really my friend anymore.
My bad.
Can't see
Scissors.
if I'm crying.
My bad.
I'm
My
just
scissors
kidding.
started stabbing me in my pocket or in my back. So I was like, hey.
Why are our scissors? I thought you were getting ready to say scissors,
No.
Daddy.
No, they're for work. They're data snips or electrician snips, and they're in my. I got a pouch on my side that is attached to my belt. It's got a ridiculous knife in it as well, and I haven't changed out of my work pants. I changed my shirt because I don't need to advertise who I work for. It's just this.
Are they that bad, Ron? Is who you work for that bad?
If they wanted me to advertise their company, they would pay me. I'll go with that. How's that?
Ooh. Hey, if you're Ron's company and you're listening to this, you should be paid.
Yeah, I'll advertise for them if they pay me. That's fine. But yeah, I speak with words that would make Reddit blush. That's hilarious. I love that.
Who's Reddit?
Reddit, the internet thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just being.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I know. I mean, we're kind of the same age.
Are you calling me old?
We're the same age.
Are you calling me old?
Technically,
oh my
sure.
God. Ron, I don't think ring announcers take bumps, do they?
Unfortunately, I have, but no. Not very well.
There's a first time for everything.
I took a bump for Rob. I bumped for Rob Killjoy at a bar in the yard. That was pretty rough.
I'm just not even gonna sell that one.
Right. So anyway, let's go ahead and run this down. Shout out as always, XWW. Be sure you're checking them out. ExtremeTVOnline.com, $4.99 or a month. The first 5 days are free. And you can catch them on the Roku as well. We are live on the Roku app right now. Thank you as always to them.
Yep. Shout out to Redheaded Witch Designs. If you're looking for handmade Steel Jewelry. This is the place. As Miss Kate is actually in the process of creating new items for sale. She also does crochet. So if you like crochet little animals, little creepy, little cute, little figurines, then also come out and check out Red Headed Witch Designs on all the socials on Instagram, Facebook, and on Kofi.
Awesome. And shout out to our brother who has been in the audience for the show, Lazarus Black at Graphic Media. He has made all the logos for us, all the new logos for our shows. We are just extremely thrilled with our work that we've had done. And he's doing graphics, posters, he's doing merch designs, he's doing all kinds of things. Hit him up. You will not be disappointed. And
Not at all.
right now, for the next 2 weeks, it was just announced tonight, for the next 2 weeks, all posters or designs or whatever, he will give you better information than I can. All of it, his work, is 50% off, with 100% of the proceeds being donated to our friend #True Scott Larson.
That's awesome. Say his name and he will comment. I believe in Lazarus. Sorry.
Yes. And he does. He says he personally endorses Red Headed Witch Designs. He loves his bracelet. He did get a bracelet from Red Headed Witch Designs. Thank you.
Yes, 100%. Tomorrow night, if you're in town, Waxhaw, North Carolina is the place to be. XWW Tidal Wave 2025 taking place at 110 McDonald Street in Waxhaw, North Carolina.
That sounds like an awesome. XWW always puts on great cards, guys.
Right. And yep, that's the Tap House layout. Then we got the Carolina Beer Temple layout. We're looking at, it says Tidal Wave 8:30. Huh. One of these is going to be Tidal Wave, and the other one's going to be Tidal Wave. Or both of them are going to be Tidal Wave. I don't know. Either way, that's their upcoming schedule. I have not been receiving the flyers. Yeah, it could be Tidal Wave Part 1, Tidal Wave Part 2. I have not been receiving the flyers directly, so I have been struggling to keep everything rolling with them. Alpha Underground is David Estacado.
Yes, Alpha Underground. This is their schedule for the rest of the year. As you can see, they have an upcoming show for Resistance on September 6th. And then the next slide, Hostility. They have
on all of these too.
Yeah, and then on the 20th, September 20th, you have a appearance coming up at their Alpha Underground, don't you?
I am booked for the rest of the year.
Well, there you have it, Scotty Brooks.
You might want to tune in. It's about to get very edgy.
There we go. Awesome. And coming up once again this weekend, you can find us, the Wrestle Wire Podcast, me, Scotty Brooks, Frankie Kazarian, and who knows else from the show is going to show up at the Marion Cigar Shop at noon. We're going to be broadcasting live. This is going to be a fun time. The seminar starts at 3 o'clock. Frankie Kazarian doesn't do very many of these, folks. And who else do you want to learn from but somebody who's been on TV doing what you love to do for the last 20 years, getting paid to do it professionally? Frankie Kazarian is a certifiable star. Undeniable. I'm excited to just be there and listen.
And there's still some idiot out there saying, well, I know more than him.
I'm sure there is. But yet again, after the seminar, folks, at 7 o'clock, we will be having the Final Footprint USA Main Event Wrestling. Whiskey Business, Mickey Richards, the Dante Khalifa, D'Angelo, Scotty Brooks, and Frankie Kazarian. This is going to be a phenomenal show. The Allen brothers are going to be in attendance. K.O. Mari as well. This is going to be solid. Sean Cruz is going to be in the house.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt, yes. as well. That's a big deal. I'm insanely excited about this. I was already excited for this weekend, dude. I am more excited now.
USA. Sorry.
It's gonna be a
Yep.
hype show. It's gonna be a hype show.
Coming up August 30th, PWA anniversary. This is Pride Wrestling Alliance, Burlesque Pro Wrestling, and Ultra Violent. This will be at the Sly Grog in Asheville, North Carolina. Be sure to check out our friends there.
Are you on that one, Ron?
No, I have no. I was not. I've been in contact.
Never mind. Super Clash 4.
I don't think I was talked to about that show. But PWA and I have an agreement.
Okay,
The owners of Pro Wrestling Alliance and I have an agreement, and there's whether I'm booked or not, their show gets advertised. That's regardless of the fact. That's what we do. Yes,
you're a star.
No, I'm a businessman. That's the difference.
I'm just kidding, brother.
Super Clash 4 will be in the house. AWL bringing it back into Union October the 11th. This is going to be something special. Jaquan McNair and Bryce Maddox. This is going to be nuts, guys. That matchup alone is going to be insane.
Wow, I didn't know that. Lazarus says this show is celebrating the anniversary of the show where he severed an artery and he's facing the same guy it happened with last time.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Yes. The very beginning, like early in the match, they something with a light tube and it went into his arm right here and severed the artery inside of his arm. It was nuts.
That's crazy.
Yep, but Super Clash is going to be back. Be sure you check out AWL for that one. Check their page for the updates. This was out of order.
Yeah, August 23rd, IPW presents Resurrection. So if you're in the Eden, North Carolina area, don't miss out on some amazing wrestling action. The likes of TDT is going to be there. This is actually going to be one of his final matches at IPW. So be there and don't miss out.
Check out my boy Tommy Okami too, man. Putting in some work.
Yep, most definitely. This is RVA.
RVA this Saturday at Dogwood Dell. You saw it last night. Timmy Danger with us last night talking about this amazing show that's going to be happening. Sledge Gibson is going to be defending his title. And so is the RVA Women's Champion going to be defending her title against Leah Knight, Jordan Blade, and Amanda Kiss. This and a few other amazing matches you don't want to miss out. That's going to be at Dogwood Dell.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for tuning in. It's been a great show. You know, it's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun.
Real fun.
So, you know what? You know where to be. You know where all the wrestling shows are happening Friday night, Saturday night. There could be more. But you'll never know unless you're tuned in. And when you're tuned in, we need you to show up to these shows and come say, hey, let us know that you heard about them. Let us know where you want to see us.
Yeah, let us know, message us, send us, you have our socials, message us, send us a DM, let us know where you want us to show up next, because you never know where we might show up.
Right. And we have to have look, we're getting ready to get off air. Don't leave. We got to talk about the sale thing. We got to talk about the sale thing. So don't run off. All right, thank you. So anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Once again, it's been real. It's been fun. And you know what? We will see you at the Indies.